Hey everybody! I'm excited to see you guys all on here. I will just kind of wait a second, see who jumps on. But I know I didn't give many of you a heads up on this, so feel free to watch it and comment when you do watch. Send me post messages with your comments afterwards, and I will do better at letting you know when I'm coming on live next time so that you can jump on with me. And today I wanted to talk about healthy habits for your life, okay? Because what we do every single day affects our future. The choices that we make, the thoughts that we think, everything that we do in this moment affects our future. So the life that I'm living today, it is a result of the choices I made in the past, right? So if I want to keep going down this route and I'm loving the way it's going, then I can keep making the choices that I've been making, right? And maybe refine some things. But if I don't like where things are right now, if I want to change things in any way, then we really need to look at what decisions have we made or not made, and how can we step it up to create a better future, a healthier future, a happier future, a more energized future, so that we can really, really live our dreams out and be there for our family, right? The most important thing we have is our health. Without it, we don't have much of anything else, right? If I am not healthy, I can't work and make money. If I'm not healthy, I can't go outside and play with my kids or travel and do all the things that I wanted, right? So I need the foundation to be strong. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about today, because it's so important to create a healthy, strong foundation so that we can do what we want, all right? So there are different aspects we have to talk about in health, and I'm going to talk about some of the natural ways you can support it in that. And so with you got to know the foundation to most everything is eating right. Most of us do not get the nutrients we need. We don't necessarily, eat a lot of raw foods. And so if you're not eating a minimum, absolute minimum of 50% of raw food, so raw fruits and veggies in a day, chances are you don't have the digestive enzymes you need. And even if you're getting a little bit more than 50%, how much more are we actually getting? So depending on how much digestive enzymes support minerals and vitamins, our soil is depleted, our food is depleted. If we're not necessarily picking it out of our garden and eating it right away. So there's depletion in our food sources, as well as we're cooking them, so we're not getting as much as we can out of it. So making sure that we're supplementing our foods and making sure that we're getting all of the nutrients we need. Hey Karen, nice to see you. So wonderful that you're on here. Let me know if you have any questions. So making sure that we are supplementing our foods and getting everything that we need as a foundation so that our body can really work properly, right? Our cells are what's controlling everything. Our cells, our entire body is made out of water mostly, and foods and nutrients of what we eat. We are what we eat, right? So if we're eating a bunch of junk, we're eating a bunch of cooked food that doesn't have any minerals and vitamins in it, we're not going to function very well, are we? So we want to make sure that we have a good foundational support in that. And a lot of supplements that are out there on the market, when you go, even if it says organic or natural or whatever, they give you a ton over the required amounts so that you only absorb a small amount, and then you're gonna, hopefully have what you need. So you're flushing a lot of your supplements down the toilet. A lot of the supplements even have synthetics. So you really wanna know, what are you putting in your body? Now, I have always, in the past, I used to be of the mentality that, well, if I'm eating well, that I shouldn't have to take supplements. And I have been proven wrong over and over again with my own health and those that I see around me, because after having a few kids, I was quite depleted. And if I do a blood test or anything, I see that I don't have the minerals and vitamins that I need. And all of that changes when we really get a good foundation in eating right. So looking at what your food choices are in the day is very important. Making sure you have a good foundational nutritional supplement is extremely important. I do love the doTERRA supplements. What they have formulated it from the backwards compared to most companies, where they wanted to see that what is the best thing that they could put, you know, in surveying different professionals. What do people really need and how can we get it in there, and making sure that it's a whole food supplement, that your body recognizes everything that's in there and can absorb it all. So we're not flushing it down the toilet, right? So they've formulated it where it's in optimal ranges. The FDA sometimes recommends a certain amount, but we need more than that. And then, but we don't need to get this huge amount that then we're flushing in just to absorb this much, right? So if it's a whole food supplement, you can absorb all of it. So doTERRA's supplements are the omegas. We do need fatty acids, right? Fatty omegas. So your fish oils, if you're familiar with it, doTERRA does have plant-based and fish-based supplement, all in the proper ranges, of course, all in the ways that you can absorb it. So this is going to give you great skin, brain, nervous system health. So very important, because the brain and nervous system control everything that we do, right? So you got to make sure you have a good source of omegas. Your vitamins and minerals. So vitamins, minerals, and zinc. So this is extremely important, making sure that you have everything so that your body can function properly, right? And then we also have here, this one is so amazing, and it completes the trio, Alpha CRS Plus. This is cellular repair, right? So this is making sure that your cells function properly. Your cells, the mitochondria, making sure that basically the brain of the cells is functioning properly. So the cells know what they're doing. They function at 100%. So then therefore, all the cells put together, right, your organs, also function at 100%. So that we can get the most out of our day. When you put these three together, it is naturally we're feeding our bodies, so people are being fed well. And when you're being fed well, you feel happier and you have more energy. And that is something that everybody really notes when they're taking this trio. And this product is so amazing that, you know, you will get your money back if you don't notice anything in 30 days. You can use up the entire bottle in 30 days, send it back empty, and get your money back if you don't notice a thing, because it is guaranteed by doTERRA, because it's such an amazing product. I have been blown away. I've tried a lot of different supplements, and I have been blown away by the results that I've seen for myself, as well as the mood and energy of my family members when they're taking it. So the other thing I mentioned when we're not eating enough raw food is our digestive enzymes, right? Many of us, we're not getting bitters in our food, and bitters are what activate the digestive enzymes in our stomach so that we can actually process our food. And if we're not processing our food properly, then it's making it harder on the liver, on the kidneys, on the gallbladder, on your digestive tract entirely, to process and eliminate and use those all of those nutrients that you're eating. So making sure you have a good digestive enzyme so that you can process it all, right? So that's extremely important. And then of course, probiotics, making sure our gut health, our gut microbiome is balanced. A lot of times pollution, stress, sugar, right? All of those things kill the bacteria in our gut. And if you've heard of the gut and psychology syndrome, if you've seen a lot of the stuff out there where they talk about how your mood and your emotions are from your gut, because you have a brain, basically an emotional brain in your gut. And it's the gut that's responsible for making the hormones that your brain needs to modulate and regulate your emotions. So it is extremely important to make sure you have good gut health and you have those probiotics. So there's a lot of probiotics out there. You obviously want to look at the ingredients and know your labels. And so contact me if you have any questions. I have done a lot of different probiotics. I do a lot of fermented foods in my home as well. And yet still I noticed a big difference, especially my son's gut. His really made a difference when you started taking these probiotics, which blew my mind away because I wasn't really expecting any changes from our previous probiotics when I started using these, and we noticed a huge difference. So that is a huge foundation to eating right, making sure that you're processing your food, making sure that you're getting all the nutrients you need, right, to make sure that you can live happily and have all the energy that you need. The next thing we got to look at is your exercise. How much are we exercising? How much are we moving? It surprises me all the time. I often think, oh, I live an active lifestyle because I'm running after 3 and 4 kids, sometimes even more, but at least my 3, 4 that I'm running around after all the time, and I'm on my feet. It's very rare I get to sit down. And so I keep thinking I live an active lifestyle. But if you're not exercising, if I'm not exercising, there's a huge difference in energy and vitality when we're exercising. So making sure you're getting out there and walking or running, getting your heart rate going, doing some sort of exercise for a minimum of 30 minutes, right? If doing that cardio, you can do some burst training, interval training that might be shorter. Anything that really gets you moving at least 3-4 times a week. It's easier, I find, to do it every single day than only some days, because some days it's like, I'll do it tomorrow, right? I'll take my rest day today and I'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and life gets busy, and then, it doesn't necessarily happen. So I find it so much easier just to do a little bit every single day. So if it's my rest day, maybe I go for a walk instead of doing a big workout or something like that. But at least keeping it consistent so that you're moving every single day and it stays active. And it's a great example for our kids who are not moving as much as we used to. And our parents, I know, complained that we weren't moving as much as they used to. So making sure we can exercise. When you are exercising, or maybe you just have little aches and pains, the Deep Blue rub is really supportive for that. I like to use it before and after I exercise, because before it's really going to help open up basically the oxygen to the muscles. It's going to relax things so that I can get more out of my workout. And then also afterwards to help soothe the muscles, help de-stress them from some of the exercise that I've been doing so that they can recover faster as well. So especially if you haven't worked out in a while, I highly recommend the Deep Blue rub or the Deep Blue oil. And the capsules, if you can as well, for anti-inflammatory purposes. It has all your curcumins in there and all the yummy nutrients, whole food supplement, of course, so that it helps with that soreness that you might get when you first start working out, or maybe you did a big hard workout. So it's a great, great product. So exercise, right? Next, we got to really look at rest and managing our stress. So where are you at? When I'm mentioning these few categories, I want you to think about, where am I on a scale of 1 to 10? Am I like rocking this one out, or could I use a little extra support in here? So far in eating right, where are you on that scale? Think about that. Are you a 10? Are you eating awesome all of the time, 7 days a week, right? Or could you improve there a little bit? Exercise, where are you on that scale? And now resting and managing our stress, okay? This is something that I find the essential oils can really help support with. And in the Healthy Habits kit that they have right now, it is absolutely amazing. They have some of the key ones to help balance and manage your stress. And of course, there's so many other oils that I could be talking about, but I don't want to go too long today. But things like balance on your feet first thing in the morning, help keep you grounded and steady throughout the day. Okay, and I've been doing the aroma touch massage on a lot of people lately, just for fun, just kind of a way to give back and have an experience with the oils that's different than just everyday use. And the balance is in there, and it just helps keep you steady and calm throughout the day. And I find that if you do that every single morning, start your day, put the balance on your feet, it just helps really set the tone for the day, right? And then after that, you can diffuse things. You can put other things on based on what your health priorities are. You can tweak this. What I want to talk about today is just the foundational daily things that you can be doing to set that tone for vitality and health. So you can always add in other things that I haven't mentioned and, you know, tweak things however you need to fit your life. And of course, I also set up health and wellness one-on-one consults so that we can really prioritize and get to your specific health goals. So resting and managing your stress, of course, I mentioned the balance. Also at nighttime, it's a great one to put lavender in the diffuser. You can see I have the diffuser there right now. At nighttime, I like to do lavender or serenity, something like that. The lavender comes in the Healthy Habits kit, and great at nighttime. You can also, if you're having a lot of anxiety or you're having a lot of stress, or maybe you spent too much time in the sun and you got sunburned, that lavender is really great for supporting anything that needs calming. If it's your mood that needs calming, if it's your child that needs calming, if it's your skin that needs calming for rash or sunburn or, you know, whatever purposes, you touched a hot pot, anything like that, the lavender is amazing. I put some on my daughter earlier today for a mosquito bite, and she was going crazy about this little mosquito bite, so it calmed her emotions as well as the bite itch. It was amazing. So I love the lavender for that. The next one I want to talk about is reducing your toxic load. Okay, we have so many products out there that are messing with our hormones, that are messing with the way our cells function, causing carcinogenic cells to be created and not be floofed off, right? They're not being detoxed. It's normal, of course, to have abnormal cells, but it's also normal to get rid of them immediately, for your body to recognize them and get rid of them, right? So apoptosis, it's called, right? So that is a normal process that our body does all the time. But when we're over bombarded by things, our body is not getting rid of things. So we need to reduce our surrounding toxic load, but also look at what we can do internally to help get rid of things faster, right? So one of the things that I do every single day is I put a couple of drops of lemon into my water. The lemon is extremely detoxifying. So I like to add a little bit of lemon juice to get some of the vitamins and minerals, but also the lemon essential oil to really get that therapeutic grade in there, and it's going to help with my liver a lot more, and all of my organs. And what that's going to do is it's going to help flush stuff out of there, get things moving as we need each and every day. So it's very gentle. So on those days, of course, we could do detoxes, we can do cleanses, things like that. But every single day, so the load doesn't get big, we just easily put a couple drops of lemon essential oil in the water and drink it. I bring it to the restaurant with me. I can add a couple drops to my water at the restaurant, and it's a great way to just detox immediately. So that's a wonderful one. The other thing, of course, is boosting our immune system so that we are stronger in our exposure. With that one, I love to use the On Guard essential oil. On Guard has natural antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal, antimicrobial properties to it from the plants themselves, but it also has clove oil in there. And clove oil is the highest food in antioxidants out on the market. But because it has such a strong flavor, they don't market clove smoothies and clove muffins and clove everything to boost your immune system. It's just too strong. So it has clove in there, which will help boost your immune system at the same time that you're getting all of the wonderful properties. And that's why it's such a great product, and they have such a huge line of On Guard. So the Healthy Habits Kit does come with a 5 milliliter On Guard as well as the other ones that I mentioned. And it's something that I do every night. I just drop it under my tongue, right? Or you could put it on the bottoms of your feet if you don't like the spiciness. Also for my 6-year-old, I do the On Guard beadlets. So it's a little mini beadlet that she can swallow easily. It's really tiny. And you can just put it and swallow it. You can pop it in your mouth. I just popped it in my mouth. And get the benefits from that without using a whole drop. It's easy to take around with you. So that's another thing. The other thing that I actually didn't mention yet is, so actually it'll be the next category, informed self-care. What are you doing on a scale of 1 to 10? How are you in informed self-care? When something happens, when you fall and scrape your knee, when you have a migraine, when you, you know, I don't know, get an injury of some sort, do you know your choices? What is your first line of defense when you get sick or when something happens in your life? What are you doing, right? And so it's important to know what choices you have and how to be your own healthcare practitioner, how to be a healer in your own home. And that's part of the goal in educating and doing these Facebooks Live, is to educate you in what choices you have, okay? So when something happens, like I mentioned, my daughter got bug bites, right? Or a sting. What can you do? So that's part of it. So having these products around is great. One thing that's pretty much, it's like, if you don't know what to do, use frankincense. So it says, frankincense is something that's good for so many things. And one of the reasons why is that it's really healthy and supportive to the nerve system, to the brain and nerve system. And the brain and nerve system control everything. So when you're supporting that, you're supporting everything, right? So frankincense is something that I do, and I highly recommend everyone just do 1 drop under the tongue in the morning, okay? I got 1 drop under the tongue. Frankincense helps calm the nervous system. So if there's a lot of stress in your life, this will help, right? It will help support you by calming the system. You can diffuse it, you can take it orally. You will absolutely notice a difference taking it every single morning. Plus, check out the studies. It is amazing for cell health, okay? So when I was talking about, you know, our cells, sometimes when our body doesn't recognize them as abnormal, it doesn't get rid of them. Frankincense will help with that, okay? So, excuse me. So this is a great, great daily habit. I like to take it proactively, absolutely, to make sure that my cells are healthy at all times. The other thing we want to make sure we know is proactive medical care. What are you doing in your life as proactive medical care? Are you developing relationships with different health professionals, right, that allow you to be proactive? Or is it just sick care? Are you doing sick care or are you doing health care, right? So you want to be partnering with chiropractors. You want to be partnering with a health coach. You want to be partnering with massage therapists maybe, or acupuncturists, or whatever it is. Look at the choices. You definitely want to have a chiropractor on hand that you see regularly, because again, it's making sure your brain and nervous system are clear to make sure that you are functioning at your best at all times. If your nerves that are going to your kidneys are not functioning at 100%, then you're like the message, right? Have you ever played the telephone game where, you know, you're in a circle and let's say I'm the brain and I tell a message to the next person to move your pinky, move the left pinky, and I pass it along and it keeps going through the channels. And by the time it gets to the end, either it was completely mumbled that they had no clue, or they got a message to move the right thumb instead, or who knows what else that they got, right? Could be completely muffled. So making sure that it's clear that the messages are getting through so that you actually moved your pinky, that you are actually eliminating the toxins, that you're getting rid of the unhealthy cells, that you are processing your food properly so that you can do and be your best, right? So that's what a chiropractor will absolutely help support you with. And there's so many health professionals that are out there that will teach you about healthy habits that you can do proactively instead of waiting for something to go wrong. So rate yourself there. Do you know 1 to 10? Do you already work with people? Do you know people? Where do you go? What are your choices there? So that is some of the foundations. Like I mentioned, once you have the foundations, you're doing these daily health habits, then you can add in other things specific to maybe some other health goals that you're going. But you got to be getting the foundation before you even add in anything else. And that's why this amazing healthy habits tour that doTERRA is doing is amazing. If it hasn't come to your city yet and it's coming soon, please go. It's absolutely amazing. And you can get extra free products, which is absolutely amazing. You can add in, I think if you get it, the kit at the event, you can get a free copaiba and maybe even a bigger balance, right? So definitely check it out if you can. The kit is usually over $200 retail. And currently they have a promotion where you can get it for, if you're already a member and you already have a wholesale account, you want to be making sure that you're doing your foundation to your health, and you can get it for $150 with your wholesale account. If you don't have a wholesale account, doTERRA has an amazing promotion on sale right now because of their tour where it's $158, so only $8, or it's technically $10 more, from $148 to $158. $10 more, but you get your wholesale membership in there. So from now on, when you want to refill your bottles, you want to try something else to help support another aspect of your life, you'll have wholesale prices. So it's a great way to start. And if you, let's say you don't have an account and you get this kit this month, you want to start your daily health habits, and you refill some of your products, you get some more supplements next month, or you get some other oils next month, and you do another 100-point order, you'll get the Lifelong Vitality Pack for free. Okay, so this is $80 wholesale. When you do a loyalty rewards order, this will be $80. And you will get it for free if for anybody who enrolls this month, who doesn't have an account, who enrolls this month and places an order next month. So contact the person who sent you to this video, to my page, or contact me and I'll help you get started to make sure that you get the most out of it. But if you already have an account, please start doing the foundations. These are foundational steps to really make sure that you are creating the life now for the future that you want, right? Make the choice today. It's easy to do and it's easy not to do. But if you think that this is hard to do now, what is your hard going to be later? Which hard do you want? Okay, just simple daily health habits that'll take you 5 minutes or less, or something that maybe you don't have your health in the future and it takes you way more than 5 minutes to get out of bed, right? We don't want that. So it's much easier now. So let's make sure that you have your healthy habits. If there is one of those areas, eating right, exercising, rest and managing your stress, reducing toxic load, informed self-care, or proactive medical care, if you need extra support with that, that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for as your wellness advocate, is to help support you in those areas. So please don't be shy. Reach out to us, message us, and we will be absolutely happy to help support you. Another quick thing with Father's Day coming around the corner, make sure you check out next week. The Father's Day oil is coming out. It's called Island Mint, and it sounds amazing and yummy. I can't wait to get it and try it out. Another great idea for Father's Day gift is doTERRA's Athletes Kit. So if you have a membership, this is great. Little kit to get. If you don't have a membership, you just have to pay the membership fee, or you can add it on to your Healthy Habits Kit, or start with the Healthy Habits Kit and get this next month, because then you'll get the Lifelong Vitality for free, right? Pretty good deal. But this little kit, this is your little athlete's kit. It's great. I actually keep it in my purse. This is what my to-go oils, but I have that deep blue for any time, and somebody can pull a muscle when I'm out somewhere, or maybe, I just overworked something, or my shoulder starts to hurt because I'm carrying too many things, or just tension, the kids are stressing me out and I get all that tension in my neck and shoulders, right? And I can't maybe get adjusted immediately in that moment because I'm away from my chiropractor. I can just rub that on till I can get adjusted, right? So that's always great. It comes with the peppermint, it comes with the melaleuca or tea tree, lavender, On Guard, and Breathe. So all of the things that help support your exercise and your movement, also just your daily health. So it's a great, cute little kit for Father's Day, and you can add in that Island Mint that will be coming out on May 24th. So shoot me some questions, comment if you got anything out of this. Maybe, you know, the thing, what's your biggest takeaway? Comment below, let me know what you got out of this, and please share with your friends, because not everybody realizes how simple healthy can be. And I know I explained this really fast and I went through a lot of stuff, but that's why we can schedule one-on-one and talk about your specific health needs. And I don't charge for that. I just want to see more and more people stepping into their health and living the life of their dreams. So I hope to hear from you, and I hope to see some comments about what your greatest takeaway was, and give the gift of health to somebody else you know, and let them know about the amazing promotion that doTERRA has going on right now. All right, have a good night.